Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and today we're taking a look at Games Workshop's best terrain set ever made. This video is sponsored by CMO Games. More on that later. Alright, so today we're going to be taking a look at the Sector Mechanicus Terrain Set. So this particular set is one that we have completed many times. It is super popular, and most of the reason why is just how modular they're able to be. So I haven't really broken down exactly what makes these so great, and the truth is they're basically just like adult Legos. So this terrain is designed in a way that there's basically like little nubs on a bunch of the pieces, and then there are like female parts where those nubs insert into. And depending on what you're trying to build and what configuration you're going with, you can essentially assemble them into like unlimited modular pieces. Now, obviously, if you decide you want to assemble something, you like how it is, and you want to glue it, you can make it permanent, and it is super strong and super durable. But if you just want to do something like this and be able to build a board, take it apart, this thing is perfect for it. Now, there's a couple different ways this stuff clips on here. Obviously, the Lego stuff we talked about, but there's also these clips that essentially like slide onto the walkway pieces. And that's like your banisters, like your railings, like shields, all that cool stuff. So it's very easy to essentially build something like this, but this is just our like demonstration for just how the pieces go together. I know a lot of people have never actually like hands-on with this and got new experience how awesome it is, how easy it is to build, to assemble, to disassemble, the amazing modularity and unlimited configurations that you can build with it. And honestly, I think the Sector Mechanicus stuff is awesome. It also goes extremely well with a lot of the other stuff. It's designed like super industrial, but it meshes well with like the Sector Imperialis and a lot of the new stuff as well. So that being said, we're just going to go through here and essentially just assemble all the stuff that we use to make a kill team board. So this is your 22 by 30 inch kill team board, the regular one that you're going to get in most box sets. If you're going to play Combat Patrol, you put 2 of these together. If you're going to play Big 40K at 2,000 points, you're going to put 4 of these together. But obviously, this setup is made more for like your skirmish games. You could play Necromunda on it if you wanted to. Slightly different size board, but essentially same amount of terrain. And then obviously, this set is made for Kill Team. So there's lots of different components or like different sprues that you can add to this set. But we essentially started off with like the Kill Team Knockmoon set and then just added in some additional pieces. One of the main things that we added in was the addition of more walkways. Just so you have a lot more of like an interactive second level, which is really cool for like plunging fire and stuff like that. Now the cool thing also about the various sprues that come in these sets are like the different sprues come with different accessories. So like the flat walkway pieces are going to come with a bunch of flat walkways, but also some of the like attachment clips. And then of course like some of the like side barricades and like hanging down like cables and stuff like that. And same thing with like your octagon ones. You basically get like the 2 big pieces of the floor and then a bunch of other cool stuff as well. And it's just super cool because everything is so unique. Now of course you have not only like the compatibility of the actual pieces from the set, but everything is designed to essentially have like a half height and then also like a full height as well. So like the big cylinder and the like legs and all that stuff are all like the full height. And then also the height on those is compatible with a lot of the other Games Workshop kits as well. So not only is this set like super modular with the actual components of the Sector Mechanicus stuff, but it's also extremely modular with the other stuff as well. And then, of course, there are tons of ladders and tons of additional accessories. And then you'll see here also on these pieces, there's actually like some other modularity. Those side pieces that I have horizontally mounted to the alchomite stacks can actually be like positioned in any way. They can go like straight up and down or to the sides like we have them. They're really cool too because they connect and are like super modular with all of the pipes and stuff like that. One reason this set is like really nice for Kill Team too is obviously it has the elevation, but it also has like limited line of sight blocking stuff. So it's easy for somebody to hide behind one of the alchomite stacks or like the big ferrotonic furnace in the center you could easily position yourself out of the way with like some of the walkways and some of the other stuff. But for like vehicles and stuff like that, this doesn't provide a lot of line of sight blocking. So in general, I find that like this style of terrain actually works a lot better for like your smaller kind of skirmish games like Necromunda and Kill Team. It doesn't mean that you can't use it for big 40k, but it definitely lacks a lot of that line of sight blocking, which is crucial in today's 40k environment. Now a quick message from today's sponsor. CMO Games has been selling Games Workshop products online for over 20 years. They carry the full line of Games Workshop products, including Warhammer 40,000, Age of Sigmar, Necromunda, Blood Bowl, paint tools, and more. Almost all Games Workshop products are priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games takes pre-orders for most Games Workshop products released at their earliest date possible. 12:01 a.m. on Saturday, they go live. Most of these pre-order products are also priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games offer free shipping in the US 48 with an order of $50 or more. Their customer service is top-notch and they ship most orders within 24 hours. Visit CMOGames.com using the affiliate link in the description and let them know that you heard about CMO Games from Warhammer Man. Now back to the video. Alright, so we did the rundown of like the actual like build of the set and everything. And now let's just take a look at the actual components here individually. So we're just going through everything. First we had the ferrotonic furnace, then the various alchomite stacks, and now of course we have our pillars or legs, whatever you want to call them, essentially like your supports. And that's 2 sprues of those, 3 alchomite stacks, 1 circular alchomite stack, and 1 ferrotonic furnace. And then we do 2 of the rectangular floor pieces, and then 1 of the octagonal floor pieces as well. And that's going to give you everything up to this point, and then everything else is just a bunch of accessories. So you're going to have tons of cool pieces that are modular that can be assembled in unlimited configurations. Obviously you see that nothing has been unnecessarily glued here, but if you decided you liked certain pieces in certain ways, you could of course glue them and still using the clips and like the modularity that's built into it, but securing it with like some super glue or plastic glue is going to make it extremely durable and extremely permanent. I personally am a huge fan of these sets because I love the modularity. One really nice thing about this also is you can build a 22 by 30 kill team board pretty easy with everything here and unlimited configurations. But also when you're done playing it, you can easily break it down and put it into like a small box, which isn't necessarily the case with like a lot of the larger like sector imperialis buildings and some of like the newer stuff. So not only is this terrain set like super cool because of how modular it is to actually like play and build your boards and enjoy, but also for storage purposes as well. So for a lot of people who have a limited space or just can't have like a dedicated table sitting out all the time, maybe that dedicated table would be your kitchen table. It just makes this setup a lot more viable for like your average person out there with limited space to enjoy their hobby. So I'm a massive fan of this set, and hopefully you got to see something that you hadn't seen before. If you did enjoy today's video and you enjoyed us showing off this terrain set, please make sure to like and subscribe as it really helps out the channel. Let me know what you think down below. Have you been enjoying the Sector Mechanicus terrain yourself, or are you interested in picking some up? Always like to hear back from you guys in the comments. And as always, special thanks to CMO Games for sponsoring the video. Check out the link in the description to save 15% on Games Workshop products. That's it for today. Warhammer Man Studios, I'm Warhammer Man, and I'm out of here.